Hey guys, Jeff with Madformers. So I wanted to share with you guys a little bit of what I do. I know it's a little bit confusing sometimes. I say I'm going to do a tutorial and then I don't, and then I do. Think about it, and then I need a tutorial to do a tutorial, and then I'm like, what? So I'm going to show you a little bit what I did. And so I'm going to spin the camera around so you're not going to see this thing anymore. All right, so here we go. Okay, guys, so this is trigger happy. Now, this is something that I have never shown to anybody. This was my very first custom, and it looks like crap. Oh yeah, you see this arm right here? Yeah, I took out primer out of the garage, and it was freezing out, and the primer froze onto the arm. And so, yeah, he came out like crap. This was my very first custom, and it was just about 2 years ago. So I just want to show you guys where I came from. Now, what I did recently is that I actually bought a new one. I'm getting a fresh new start. And I'm going to do him again. And after 2 years, I'm going to redeem myself with making him much better. Now I am going to take him apart. Okay, so as you can see here, I actually tore everything apart. So some of the things, I couldn't really tear down completely. As you can see, it definitely has a different edge to it. And that's to hold it in place. It's not really meant to be taken out. So just to keep that in mind when you're trying to remove pins, identify which end needs to come out first. And sometimes that's really hard. I'm not going to lie. I even struggle with finding which end is the right end. So, alrighty. Guys, I'm going to show you how to fill the little areas that we need, these gaps right here. They need to be filled. And so what we're going to do is we're going to fill them up, and then we're going to sand them down, and then they'll be part of the painting process. So you won't even tell that there's gaps there. So as you can see, we're just going to fill these up. And sometimes it takes a little bit. Oh, there you go. Now the only thing about this is it does take about at least 24 hours. I like to go over a little bit over the edge, so it's just about so I can have something to sand down. So 24 hours to let this set, and then yeah, so I'm gonna let this sit for 24 hours, and then we will continue. Okay guys, so it's been 24 hours and I'm just looking at the plastic. You can see it kind of glows right there. And so yeah, the plastic is solid. It's all solid right there. And so we're gonna sand these down and make them look like pretty much they weren't even holes. Okay guys, so I sanded everything down. And you can't, I did a gentle sand. I use, 800 grit. Nothing too crazy. Okay guys, I am ready to paint. I'm sure you guys are ready to see what I do. So here is the first step. This is the ultimate black backer. So you need to do this first. This is the first step to get that metal chroming look and feel to it. And so you need to do this, and you got to make sure that when you spray this, it looks like gloss. So you don't want to have like a haze. It should go on really nice and smooth. And you don't want to overspray it where it's really thick, because that's easy to do as well. So that would be the first part. Now the second part is this. This is the mirror chrome part, and this is tricky. You have to be really quick about it, spraying it, And if you do like 2 coats really quickly, you could almost haze it. So it takes a little trial and error to do this, but you know, buy a couple cans and, you know, practice before committing to a project of your liking. All right, so I'm gonna put the backer on first. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this first, and then I'll show you what that looks like, and then we'll do the chrome part. All right, guys, I have cleaned them up and I have them all ready to begin the paint. And so I've actually, what I did was I masked off the windows because I'll paint the inside black, and then it really gives a nice window effect, just painting the inside. And then I'm still be able to, you know, paint the outside, the blue here, the way it's supposed to be. I like using this tape, the Tamiya paint. Works really well. And yeah. All right, everyone. So I just want to show you what we look like right before I put the black backer on it. So, all right. All right, so here is what the first part of the metal, this would be the backer. And so you see how it's got that shine? So you need that shine, that gloss look. This one is the leg that I did, and I put the filler, the resin in. So you'll see it better as I put the spastic chrome on it. It'll look better when it's all painted and it's all done. It'll all come together nicely. So yeah, so here's the head. Oh, just turn it right there. Yeah, it's got a good shine on it. So you want to have a good shine in order to have that spastic to work really good. So if it's dull, and then it really won't do that well. See how that's going to be great. That's going to look like complete metal. So, all right, it's time to put the next coat on. Okay, so now the spastic has been applied, and you can see just a little bit. See, looks like metal. This was a good spray, pretty decent. So let's see, let's look over here. Really gives it a whole new look. So very, very happy. Very happy with this. Looks good to me. All right, so as you can see, all of them are completed as far as this stage goes. And just to give you a heads up though, when you're using this paint, you know, make sure you got good ventilation, wear a mask. It's definitely, you know, it's definitely pretty potent stuff. I mean, you definitely should just be careful. Just don't go in there without any ventilation or anything, because it will mess up your lungs. But yeah, so just a little bit about that. Okay, everyone, so here I have the different parts masked off, and I want to keep that metal look, right? So I masked it off, so I will be keeping and preserving the metal look. And then with that metal look, I'll probably put a clear or a different thing. So here is the color I'm using for the clear blue. So that's the Tamiya X23 clear blue. And that's what I'm about to paint now. So some of the metal parts, I'm going to be using this, the Tamiya Color X19 clear. So that will be that. And then I will probably use like a yellow or something, and I think the back thrusters were orange or something. which would be, actually it's these parts right here. Yeah, so they're a little bit orange. So I may use this, you know, a little bit of shading. So this is the X23 clear orange to my paint. So all right, so I'm about to go paint, and then you will see the color. All right, everyone. I have the blue clear on, and it's over the spastic paint process that I did. So what I wanted to say is that yes, you can obtain this blue, you know, in other ways, and so I understand that without using the spastic. However, I do like how it's masked off. Underneath that's a metal, and it's just consistent, kind of, you know. So, but yeah, so that's the blue, and then I'll show you what the smoke looks like on the metal. So here is the smoke clear on the spastic paint. So it really gives it like a true, you know, metal feel to it. So I really like it. I think it looks professional. It looks like real metal, and it definitely will go very well with the blue. So, all right. We're almost at that point of reassembling, but I still have some little minor things I gotta do, like the head. Let me show you how the head came out. So here is the head. So, whoops, here we go. So I was never crazy about the headmaster, so I really don't care about him not being, his head not becoming a robot. I really don't care. So, but when he's completely dry, I'll take all the masking off, and then I'll hand paint, you know, his mask and all that. So, alrighty, let's go to the next part. Okay, so everyone's favorite part is taking off the masking tape. So, paint came out really well, and usually when I do this, so I'll take like an X-Acto knife, and then I will, let's see here, just gently kind of like pull it out. Let's see here, come on. You just want to be careful not to scratch it. Yeah, that looks good. And we also have that Decepticon logo that I actually did. So, all right, come on. There we go. And then this is the Decepticon logo, and the reason why I liked it is because it's white. So I don't have a white Decepticon logo. So there we go. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. All right, let's get these windows taken care of. Okay. Looks like I got a little bit of the old blue on there, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. And all right. Yeah, so I got a little bit of blue right here, but you know, overall, I think it looks pretty good. It's nice black. Yeah, so let's do the other end of that. So masking really helps when you want to keep this detail. Oh, looks like I forgot one. And not anymore. So yeah. And then you can go back and you can color it the way you'd like, you know. So his guns look great. Now the original had this part gray, but I think it looks better all one color, and then it separates, you know, the actual gun part. So I think, you know, it looks good as it is, you know. So when I paint it with the spastic, you know, you could still see like the metal as it, so it's not blue. I think I like that better too. So the hand, I did the other side because it folds in, so I wanted that panel still to be blue. And so his hand actually looks pretty cool. So I'm really happy with the hand. Let's see here, anything else? So we already looked at one of those. I think we did, didn't we? Yeah. So let's look at his head. Yes, his head. Let me put this on a... Okay, so here's his head. Looks kind of familiar of another Transformer we all know. So apparently his mask is... Of course, he's more purple, I know. But so he's gonna get a red mask and I don't know, maybe some yellow some places. But I don't know. I didn't feel like mixing colors and getting purples and everything, so I went with the blue. So sorry. All right, so I'm gonna do. Yeah, so I'll do his red mask. I'll put a red mask on him, and I think I will make his eyes yellow. Not sure yet, but probably, most likely. Then I'll make him more or less look like, you know, that one famous Transformer. Hey guys, check it out. We're moving right along here, and we're almost just about done. I just got some little details. I still want to paint some of the smoke on here into some of these parts. And his face, it came out okay. I just don't... His yellow, I made his eyes yellow the best I could. And it seems to blend in a little bit too much. I try to paint it like the original. But yeah, it just kind of like got messed up. So so we have a little, you can see the back, but yeah, I just gotta do some details, a little bit of shading, but yeah, he's pretty much all set. All right, everyone, so here we are. You can see, excuse me, that I actually got the yellow and the orange. Did some detailing there. I'm still gonna put some yellow in his eyes. So right now what I'm gonna do, I'm actually going to use this wash, and I'm just gonna get all the little details in and see what we got from there. I think, you know, some of the areas, especially like in this area here, it'll pull it out, you know. So all right, so I'm gonna do that now. And so yep, so this is the wash that I use, the Valero you know, wash for dark vehicles, but I actually use it for pretty much everything. So all right, let's do this. Okay guys, so I used the wash, and I think you can see, you know, it's kind of subtle. That's why I like the wash. You know, you can see the lines in the wings, even down here. You know, different areas. It just brings out the detail. I really do like it. So then the very next thing I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add a little bit of silver, and you want to kind of add it like in the creases just a little bit, okay? That will make it look like a little bit rugged, you know, like a worn look, and I'm going to show you that, and then that's it. We're done. All right. Okay, so I gave it the extra little details you can see here, and I think it came out pretty well. I mean, you could just keep going and on. I mean, there is just a lot of things you could do here. I mean, you could paint like all these right here, a different color. It just, you know, it can keep going on and on and on. So I
I'm gonna stop here though. And I think he looks great right now. And let's end it here. But I hope this video has helped you at least somewhat. And yeah, so if you have any questions, please let me know. And okay, so and one more thing I just want to say is that okay, so here is one of the paintbrushes I use. It's a angled detailer. It's a 10. It's a Princeton. So this really, you can really get into a lot of the detail work, you know. And I really use this type of paintbrush a lot. And then the metal that I use, that metal look, I just use this type. I mean, there's a ton of different paints out there. And maybe this one would work for you. It works for me. So, yeah. So
Guys, I hope you liked the video, and if you have any questions about any of this process, I hope this all helped, but let me know. If you have any questions in the comments, you can direct to me, DM me, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me know and have fun. All right, later guys.